My name is David McLeod. I'm your host for this week's Daily Affirmation video message. Thanks for taking the time to be here with me today. You know, I love paradoxes. I find them stimulating and thought-provoking, and I'm always fascinated how two seemingly opposite perspectives can both be true at the same time. One such paradox came into my awareness the other day when I was meditating, and I thought I'd like to share that with you here today. I was doing a normal meditation, just focusing on being present in the here and now. My mind, however, seemed to be particularly active, and I noticed that I was getting a little annoyed with the rambunctious and hyperactive nature of my thoughts. I was beginning to chastise myself for failing to quiet my mind, and I was almost ready to stop the meditation altogether. In another part of my awareness, I heard the simple word, observe. And then I remembered my whole reason for meditating in the first place, which is to be present to whatever is happening in the moment. And that word, observe, was a great command that came to me from my spiritual essence. So I settled back down and I just started observing my thoughts. Since they were so active this particular day, I had the image of an ocean being tossed by the winds of a powerful storm, and each of my thoughts was like a drop of water being tossed into the air by the churning surf. Some drops were big and some drops were small, and as I watched this churning flow, time seemed to slow down, so that the movement of the ocean seemed to be happening in very slow motion. After a while, I found that I was able to focus my attention on the path of a single drop as it emerged from the ocean and floated slowly upward and then dropped slowly downward again into the frothing water. And while the droplet was traveling along its path, I could see it shifting and vibrating and wobbling and reflecting beautiful rainbows. Each droplet, no matter how big or small it was, had its own unique path to follow and reflected light in its own unique way. And of course, every water droplet eventually found its way back into the ocean. And when that happened, I could no longer tell where the droplet ended and the ocean began. In a fairly short period of time, I found myself feeling so much joy in this intricate dance of water droplets that tears just started flowing down my cheeks. I was, in a very real sense, adding water droplets to the imaginary ones that were dancing around in my awareness. The uniqueness and specialness of every single droplet of water was unavoidably obvious to me. And yet I realized that that uniqueness and specialness is fleeting. Even though it has an impact on what is happening right now, for the droplet eventually returns to its source, and the characteristics that made it special and unique are blended back into the ocean to be recycled and reused in different ways by the droplets that come next. And so it is with you and me. We too are special and unique, and what we bring to the world while we're temporarily floating in space beyond our ocean is powerful, impactful, and fleeting. In time, we too descend back into the ocean that birthed us, and our essence spreads everywhere, so that we are one with the source of all that is. I don't know about you, but this amazing metaphor brings me great joy, because it means that I truly do exist forever, even if I keep changing form, and I can be unique and special in any given moment, while simultaneously being one with all. This week I invite you to celebrate your uniqueness and your oneness, and cherish every experience that you have. Have a blessed week.